Hola! Hi, this is Mad Silence here with another video made on the same day that will release maybe by next week at least. Just wanted to update you. Say, I did watch Deadpool and Wolverine. I was gonna do a Fox tier list, blah blah blah. Um, I just haven't really been passionate about it since. And I don't even, and part of that is because I don't even know how many people will care to watch another video on that kind of stuff. Because Deadpool and Wolverine is fine. I do like it. It's the weird thing is I like it, but I feel like I come off very, very just critical as somebody who does like it because it gave us, and this is gonna have spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers for the movie, get the fuck out. But the internet's probably spoiled it for you anyway. So yeah, I'll just have a timestamp to when this section is over. Basically, the thing is, it's a fun movie. It's really dumb. It doesn't really have a lot of stakes. They don't do anything you don't see coming. Honestly, for me, I was hoping that it would be a more bitter film, which is probably unrealistic to hope for because it's Marvel doing a Deadpool 3, and I hate to say it, Marvel usually doesn't win when they take big chances. I mean, the whole other thing is, I also think if you're not going to take any big chances, if you're not going to prioritize a good script or good character moments, then what you should be prioritizing is actually just as many shameless cameos and appearances as possible. And you only really get like seven, eight. Most of those are cameos that you probably won't really care about, or they're extras who people will cheer for even if I don't believe they actually care or were excited at all. Because who the fuck cares about Electro from the goddamn Daredevil movie? I like that movie. Jennifer Gardner is not a great Electra, and this is coming from somebody who doesn't really care all that much about her character most of the time. I got Daredevil Woman Without Fear. So far, that's a solid first issue, but I didn't get it because I was like, oh my god, an Elektra comic. I got it because I was like, oh, I mean, interesting. We're doing a series about Elektra on her own as Daredevil. So, I mean, I was ready to read that. But for the most part, yeah, it's really cool to see Blade. It's really funny when Blade is incredibly regressive and Deadpool has to say, hey, old man, stop being so goddamn out of touch. You're going to get us canceled. That's fun. It was insane to see Blade because, unlike most cameos, I never would have seen that coming in a million years. Because from everything I knew, Blade 3, on top of just being absolute garbage, was an experience where working with Wesley Snipes wasn't all that great from what I've heard. So, yeah, it was hard to see him coming back and it not being a shit show. But hey, Ryan reached out to him and was like, hey, do you want to play Blade? And he was like, hell yeah. So we got to see Wesley Snipes as Blade, meaning he now has had the longest run as the comic book character, which is, or at least a Marvel character, which is really cool, especially since we kind of wouldn't be here without Blade. Or at least if we were, it would be a very different timeline. Because while X-Men, from my research, was the movie that really, really made it so that superhero movies were a thing, it was Blade who opened the door, at least as far as Marvel goes. So that's really cool to have him come back for the legacy. You also have the Chris Evans thing, which my only real complaint is Chris Evans is acting more like Captain America than Johnny Storm, and I get part of that is because of the fake out. But even after you realize who it is, he's still acting just like Captain America, which you can make your own reasons up to as to why. But I was still kind of disappointed to see Johnny Storm back. Chris Evans, who is an amazing Johnny Storm, I am honestly kind of an ardent defender of every Fantastic Four, except for that one. And you should know which one I'm talking about, because, oh boy, fuck that one. Yeah, all the other ones are fucking great, even if Doctor Doom has never been adapted right. And I'm not going to get in on the Robert Downey Jr. discourse because fuck that. But otherwise, yeah, it was fun. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it just wasn't enough to really go, "Oh, Deadpool 3, I'm super excited this exists." Hell, I kind of don't see 2 as a necessary sequel. That's the one everybody seems to love, whereas I love the first one. I think the first one is Ryan Reynolds being a genuine actor, him actually showing off his acting chops. Whereas 2 is fun, but he's not really doing anything except be the funny side of Deadpool for the most part. And the story is just not amazing. And then this is purely there so you can say fuck yeah when people are doing shit. And even then, if they wanted to make that, they should have done more. Even if Gambit is amazing in this, and as somebody said, it is the summer of Gambit because we got X-Men 97, we got this, and apparently there's shit going on in the comics that is worth looking into, so I might start getting into X-Men. For some reason, I still haven't picked up Ultimate X-Men. That's like the only Ultimate book I'm not reading yet, but maybe I'll change that. So this has just turned into a review of that movie, and how much time do I have left? Is there anything else I wanted to say? Working on a Batman Caped Crusader video. So we'll see how long that takes to get out, and that's kind of why I'm making the vlogs, just to make videos that I can get out faster. I wanted to say weekly vlogs, but I'm not holding my breath. Maybe weekly comic haul vlogs, but that's all I'm guaranteeing. Or at least bi-weekly or so. I'll try for weekly. Anyway, until next time, this is Mad Silence, signing out. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Bye.